Officially speaking, the Kuwaiti royal family is the second richest royal family in the world. They are only second to the higher royal family. But you probably never heard anything about them and their luxurious lavish lifestyle and immense wealth because they are ultra-secretive. They do not go around showing off their mansions, villas, palaces, possessions, massive car collections, and pretty much gold-plated, diamonds-covered everything. To maintain this level of secrecy, they simply live separate from the 99.99% of the people on this planet. They literally live in their own realm, where only the ultra-wealthy can enter, only if invited. They have their own luxurious everything all over the world, and they only rub shoulders with royalties and the richest elites, in a rather subtle manner to avoid media attention. Nevertheless, they are worth more than $360 billion and have access to endless amounts of massive fortunes generated from their county's oil sales and the National Investment Authority which they manage. Stay tuned to get a glimpse of the elusive blinding luxury and wealth the Kuwaiti royals enjoy behind an impenetrable wall of privacy. The current Emir of Kuwait is Nawaf al-ahmad al-sabah, who is also the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces. The royal family as a whole consists of only about 970 princes and princesses. Kuwait is a small country about twice the size of Cyprus, overlooking the Arabian Gulf, with a population of about 2.7 million people. Kuwaitis represent about 700,000 people, and the rest are professionals and workers from around the world. It is mostly a very unforgiving desert nestled between Iraq and Haya Arabia, in a section of one of the driest, least hospitable areas on Earth. Since the Emirates' ruling family, the al-sabah, formally established a sheikhdom in 1756, the country's fortunes have been linked to foreign commerce. After the discovery of oil in 1938, Kuwait accumulated immense wealth and went from a small coastal commercial, shipping and fishing hub to becoming a very modern, advanced, robust nation. Most of the population lives in the vast modern metropolis city of Kuwait, which has stunning mingling skyscrapers, endless high-rises, villas, massive shopping malls, impressive leisure centers, and some of the most beautiful mosques in the entire Arabian Peninsula. The nation's economy has been diversifying. However, oil still accounts for nearly half of the GDP and around 95% of exports. It has massive amounts of oil that represent about 7% of global reserves and also about 1% of the global gas reserves. Its leadership is very wise and business savvy. They refuse to increase their country's oil input beyond 1 million barrels a day and have only recently begun developing the gas sector. They simply want the wealth and the luxury that comes with it to last for as long as possible, since they know that replacing it with an alternative source of income is easier said than done. The Kuwaiti royals also love investing in technology companies. So far, they have accumulated more than $70 billion in the world's top blue-chip giants, among others. They also own many multi-billion-dollar corporations such as KEPCO, Bergenbank, Panther Group, Gulf Insurance Group, United Real Estate, and the United Gulf Holding Company. Okay, let's now take a look at some of this royal family's palaces, insane car collections, yachts, and one-of-a-kind private jets. The main royal residence is called the Bayan Palace, tucked in the exclusive area of Bayan in the Hawala Governorate. It is one of the most stunning prominent architectural achievements in Kuwait and the world too. It was constructed in 1986 and sits on a massive land lot of about 1.4 square meters and is considered the main facility for international conferences that are hosted in Kuwait. It has a distinguishable and unique architectural design where contemporary and old Islamic designs are integrated. The Islamic patterns that decorate the interior of the buildings are mixed with beautiful touches from Andalusian art. This can be seen in the great fountains that decorate the main entrances of the palace. It is just massive, with 18 opulent, luxurious buildings in addition to the main security building. It also has a service station located underground and distributes all services to the buildings through a service tunnel that extends nearly 3 kilometers. The prestigious conference building can accommodate up to 1,000 people, and with a press of a button can be converted into a cinema hall with an IMAX sound system or a conference center with a hydraulics-powered main stage. The building can also be turned into a nightclub or banquet hall with a reception area and a 5-star fine dining restaurant. The most majestic and exclusive building on the massive estate is the main 38,000 square foot royal residence, where the king and his family live. It has been described as magical, graceful, and enchanting, a charming paradise of indescribable grandiose luxury. One of the most amazing palaces owned by the royal Kuwaiti family is the Dar Noor Palace. Owned by Sheikh Abdallah al-Sabah, it is the most magnificent seafront property in the whole country. Sheikh Abdallah al-Sabah is an American who married Sheikh Mubarak Jabir al-Sabah, the eldest son of the former Emir of Kuwait, Sheikh Jabir al-Ahmad al-Sabah. The palace in the upscale Mesila area is much like its owner, an intriguing blend of east and west. Designed in a way where all the rooms face the sea, while the front of the house is covered in mashraviyas, which is a characteristic of traditional architecture in the Islamic world. It is a type of projecting oriel window enclosed with carved wood latticework located on the upper floors of a building, sometimes enhanced with stained glass to give privacy. The main salon boasts contemporary art in the form of Jane-Mark Bustamante's ink on plexiglass work, Panorama Okinawa, a Parvez Tanavoli Heech sculpture, and a painting by Bahraini artist Jamal Abdul Rahim. In addition to artifacts in the form of a large blue plate and cutting-edge designs in the form of bronze chairs by Diego Giacometti. The many long galleries on every floor are beautified with over 500 artworks by international and Middle Eastern artists such as Willem de Kooning, Nicky de Saint Phalle, Andy Warhol, Roy Lichtenstein, Frank Stella, Fernando Gotero, Ahmad Muwalla, Parvez Tanavoli, Timo Nasseri, and Ahmed Mater. As for the ladies' lounge, it is decorated with calligraphy by Palestinian artist Ahmed Abu Addis, on which hangs a portrait of Greta Garbo as Mata Hari by Andy Warhol. Outside, the garden is home to 2 bird sculptures by Picasso. There is also a marble piece representing the 6 women of the house, the Sheikha and her 5 daughters, while 3 Indian lingam installations reference the men of the family. The light installation at the entrance is by German/Iranian artist Timo Nasseri. The main living room features an oil-on canvas with collage work by Spanish artist Manolo Valdez and a sculpture by Welsh artist Barry Flanagan, depicting a rabbit flying over New York City's Empire State Building. Many of the Kuwaiti princes and princesses like palatial beach houses that are inspired by the cultures of the Far East. These palaces have been described as scenographic and sculptured, cool, elegant, and comfortable. Many are located in the Mater, a coastal area with pristine beaches. The designs are by the Italian architect Maurizio G. Baiardi, who is known for his clear lines of the Oriental ethos and approach to interior design. The notorious architect Maurizio G. Baiardi worked with Koichiro Ikibuki, the Japanese designer who conceptualized the lush Como Shambhala Estate Resort in Bali, to jointly create these incredible palaces of unique design. This added a strong Japanese accent to the properties that feature intriguing interiors with plenty of wood and stones. One can see how the stone's influence comes into play at the regal entrance of the homes in the form of a striking Zen water feature. Many also boast multiple swimming pools and serene gardens with fountains. In the most exclusive suburbs of Kuwait City, one can spot some of the royal villas that were designed by the renowned Iranian decorator Ali Dad. He is known as a conjurer who can take a brick and mortar shell and transform it into a sumptuous setting with 17th century flair. The interior features gleaming marble, crystal, gilding, silks, and a host of other precious materials. The villas are just dazzling and historically inspired, with immaculate precise details that impress the eye. Other villas are located in the new affluent Al-Bida district. They are nothing less than cool, spacious genius, a masterful reflection of the country's thriving exploration into contemporary architecture. Designed by the architect Jonathan Ashmore in response to solar movement, drawing in natural north light deep into the spaces and offering sanctuary from mid-morning and mid-afternoon, sunlight with strategic overhangs to the east and west. With a harmonious, tonal palette, the villas are designed to be an ageless backdrop for the Kuwaiti royals' passion for art and design. As for cars, the Kuwaiti royals' favorite car brand is none other than the prestigious Rolls-Royce. Nevertheless, for the royals, their rare vintage and modern cars are not just for show. they consider them as part of their history. As a result, they established the Historical, Vintage, and Classic Car Museum, which showcases their taste and connection to the history of automobiles since the early 40s. As for traveling by air, many of the royals own top-of-the-line Gulfstream private jets, including 4 luxurious G700 jets, which cost $75 million each and feature the most spacious, innovative, and flexible cabin, plus award-winning high-thrust Rolls-Royce engines. I can only add that many of their simplest possessions are gold-plated and decorated with whole and crushed diamonds, while the cheapest property they own is valued at $20 million. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, and hit the notification button to get updates on our latest videos that cover the hard-to-track and elusive luxury, net worth, and business issues associated with our beloved, rather secretive celebrities.